Hey Aussie Gamers, welcome to episode 47 of the Aussie Gamers Express podcast, the podcast that does not condone the use of tobacco. I am your host, Luke One, and joining me as usual is my good friend Thorncliffe. How are you, mate?
I am awesome.
Fantastic. We also have my other really good friend, Red.
How are you, mate? I'm very, very good, thank you.
Fantastic.
I don't believe he asked you, Red.
I was about to. He knew I was going to.
Okay.
Preemptive strike.
Oh, episode 47 makes me think of Agent 47.
Ring.
Alright, quickly before we get into the show, this week's show in preview in the news, we've got cheaper Xboxes, Super Assassin Mario Brothers Unite, portable goats go batshit crazy, some Blizzard news, some new Steam news, DDoS attacks, new Rocksmith game, and there's also a little bit more. Does it sound interesting?
Yeah.
Sounds like a good week of news. It's not
captivated.
It's not all Destiny. After that, we'll go into What's That Sound and bring the show home for another week. All right, first of all, the general discussion. I'll go through what I've been playing this week. I have played not enough of, but I've been really enjoying Diablo 3 Reaper of Souls on the PS4, playing that with you, Sean. That's been really cool.
Yeah, it's been awesome.
What I'm really focusing on in that game is I'm trying to get the trophy for having a legendary equipped in every slot. But the pain in the ass thing is it's not only a legendary, it's also got to be a top level. So it's got to be a level 70 legendary in every slot. At first I thought, I've got this home and hosed, I've got heaps of legendaries, but no, I don't have heaps of level 70 legendaries. So those rifts that we've been doing have been helpful as well as fun. But we still you haven't had it yet, have you? The Last of Us rift?
No.
Oh,
no.
This would be like 1 in a million, that.
Yeah.
So random.
I actually jumped on the other day with a couple of the guys that we played with the other night, Hero Leo and ST6. I forget what the rest of his name is, but yeah, they got it the other day and they got it twice in a row.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, should have been playing with them.
Mm.
Yeah, they're cool guys that we ran into on the weekend.
Yeah.
So thanks to those guys if they happen by any chance to be listening to this episode. Cheers for the games, and we'll play with you again in the future. Diablo 3, played a bit of that, but I will play some more of it over the weekend, especially that Rep Premier is getting a copy this weekend as well. Yeah. Played a little bit of Destiny. I've been getting frustrated, as a lot of people are. I still love Destiny, don't get me wrong. I'm really enjoying it. I think it's a fantastic game. But I just want to play the raids with you guys and have half a chance, Red. But I'm stuck on level 4 and I can't get the gear that I need. However, you've got a solution for me, don't you?
I do. The Queen's Emissary that's got launched last night.
Yeah, so apparently it's guaranteed legendary gear.
Copy that.
Right. Now, I'm 2 light points short of having 15 light points on all of my armour. Does that matter?
Not necessarily. Nothing we can't work out.
That's on my rare armour.
No, I just replace it because that goes up to level 15, and I believe the legendaries start at either 23 or 28.
Right, but I don't need to have full rare stuff before I can start getting legendary stuff?
No, absolutely not. Okay,
good, because that's something I was a little bit unsure about. But somebody, I think, put that idea in my head a little while ago, and it sort of stuck, and I wasn't sure. That's cool. So I'll give that a try tonight. Hopefully I can get some legendary gear, but I've been playing a little bit of that. I will admit I have been doing the farming thing, shooting into that cave.
Yeah.
And so far, I've been getting a lot of green.
Yeah.
I've got a few blues that's not really turning into anything useful. They've all been very low light levels and stuff like that. Nothing that I've been wanting to keep. I think I eventually got myself an exotic.
Yeah, you got the exotic weapon, you bastard. First
No,
round.
that's not the one I'm talking about. I got another exotic.
Did you?
Yeah, not from farming. It was just like a gift or something like that from at the postmaster, I think it was.
Oh, when you upgrade your Cryptarch.
Yeah, it was something like that. I got a gift, and it was an engram or whatever for a chess piece, not a pawn or a knight. I went to the what's old mate's name? That's the Cryptarch, isn't it?
Correct.
Yeah, I went to him. It turned into an exotic chess piece. I lost my shit. I was like, yeah, this is the greatest thing in the world. I got an exotic chess piece. I'm so happy. And then somebody in the chat goes, is it for your class?
That was me.
It was you, was it? And I'm going,
yeah.
Oh, hang on. And I went in and checked. It was for a fucking Titan. I'm a warlock, for those that don't know. So that lovely little chess piece is sitting in my storage locker at the moment. What a piece of shit. So yeah, I was a little bit upset by that. But anyway, if we can do these queen thingies or whatever tonight, hopefully I can level up a little bit and be a little bit more on a level playing field with you guys. After that, I've been playing First Light. I've been unsure about this. Is it a DLC? Is it an expansion? What is it? Is it just an extra game?
For the simple fact it's got its own platinum trophy, you'd almost have to categorise it as an expansion.
It's got its own platinum. It's a standalone. You can buy it on disc. I don't know. It holds its own as its own story and own game. Granted,
it's a prologue, isn't it?
It is, yeah. Granted, it's a little bit short. Like, it's a short thing. It's not a massive scale game, but you'll still get a fair bit of time out of it if you're playing for the platinum. I reckon it's probably going to be a 10-hour plus. If you're me, it's probably going to be a 20 or 30-hour plus, which will probably be over the next 6 years, because this platinum looks 10 times harder than Infamous Second Son's platinum, which this is a derivative of, a side story of. There's an arena style thing where you battle waves of enemies as Fetch, the character from Second Son, and there's a trophy, well, there's a few trophies for getting 500,000 points in this arena. And at first I thought, oh, look, I don't know how easy or hard that is. And I gave it a go. And on my first run, I think I got about 4,000. I've had a few goes since, and my highest, I think, was about 170-odd thousand. So I'm still a way away, and it gets pretty hard. I mean, it's doable. It's not drinking game hard. But it'll probably be a bit of a struggle for me. I'm no, awesome video game player guy. I play a lot of them and I enjoy them, but that doesn't mean I'm any good at them. But as for the story's sake, it's only about 2 or 3 hours long, I think. I played it in segments, so I can't really remember how long it took. But I really enjoyed it. I was overwhelmed at how good it looked. I forgot that Infamous looked that amazing. But the graphics are stunning. The storyline, in my opinion, to First Light trumps that of any story for Delson Rowe. I think this game, First Light, made me think they probably should have ditched Delson and did the full game just on her, on Fetch, the main character of First Light. That's my opinion anyway. So
can I ask a question?
You can ask a question further to that one.
Do you reckon with those mini games, if you will, the arena style games, it's actually got more replayability than Second Son?
Yes. Yep, 100%. There's a leaderboard where you can bring up your friends as well as a global leaderboard. So it's got challenges. It's got the appeal to want to beat your friends or to be on the top of the leaderboard. Not to mention, in that arena, the actual game itself in the free roam, after you've finished everything, there's a whole shitload of challenges there as well, which Infamous Second Son didn't have. It was literally once you finished all the trophies and things like that, the game was done.
It was. Yeah, you wouldn't
Yeah.
play it for a third time.
But whereas in First Light, there's things like kill 500 DUP. There's kill 100 do it using like the death from above or whatever when you've come down with your fist or whatever. There's all these different challenges which give you what are they called?
Is it the diamonds or something? Diamond.
They're called DP. Is that what you're referring to? Diamond points, maybe? I don't know. No, SP they're called, not DP. They're called SP. Skill points, I think they are.
Points.
Which unlock your abilities and things like that. So you can still play the game, even though I've picked up every collectible already. That will only take you an hour max. But there's still all these challenges that are there to do, you know? It's got plenty of replayability. I'd argue you'd probably spend more time playing First Light with the $20 price tag than you will playing Second Son at a full price of, you know, whatever it was, $80-$90.
So, do you still have your challenges in it, like the little side things in it, like the what's it called, like the graffiti and stuff? But you do it with light,
yes,
like with neon stuff onto the wall.
Yep, that's one of the side missions where you go and do the graffiti, and you put all those light graffitis on the wall, like you saw from Fetch in Second Son. Yep, you do those things as well, as opposed to the spray painting with Delson.
Oh, good stuff.
So it is still all set in Seattle?
Yes, you're in the northern islands of the Seattle, because I think if I remember correctly, in Second Son there was it just 2 main islands, or were there 3?
I think it was 2.
Yeah, 2 with the bridge.
First Light only uses the northern island part.
Okay.
So you can slightly see the bottom island section of the map, but it sort of doesn't go down any further. It's only set in the top part. And it's got a few collectibles and races and things like that to do. But like I said, that stuff doesn't take very long. It's more the challenges that take a while, which is really fun.
So if you can see the bottom island, there's going to be DLC within the DLC.
Yeah, possibly. Wouldn't that be funny?
That'd be awesome. We're actually having a discussion about it the other day, where could they do it for all the characters?
Well,
like have First Light for Fetch, and then the TV Power guy has another DLC, because that's a lot to do with him, and his backstory was that his mother was actually a member of Parliament or something like that, like a senator or something.
Yeah, well, it's definitely possible. The storyline is there. I think the background is there. It's possible to do, and I think it'd be quite interesting.
Yeah.
I don't think I'd go for them if they've anything like First Light. I'd be keen as. Any other questions about it, or do you guys want to move on?
No, I don't want any more questions, because I'm going to borrow it off Pierce.
Off Pierce. FYI, for anyone else that wants to read a little bit more about what I thought of it, I have uploaded a post to the Aussie Gamers blog today. If you want to have a look at that, go to the Aussie Gamers Express Facebook page, and there's a link on there for you to go and check out that blog post. All right, Sean, do you want to go next?
Yeah. Well, I've been playing a fair bit of Destiny over the week. I was actually on I think it was Saturday morning, and I jumped on, and Rusky Big Muskie was on.
Good old Rusky.
Yeah, so I was playing with him for it was only about an hour and a half in that, but we were basically around the same level, and he just got to Venus, and so had I. So he ran through and did a couple of missions on Venus, and yeah, it was good fun. Had a good chat in the party chat, and yeah, it was good to play with somebody that was the same level as I was. So
yeah, cool.
It was really good fun. Then we went around to your place the other night, and we did a couch co-op session of Diablo 3.
Yes.
That we were actually streaming, and I hit my level 70 on my mage. So mage or wizard?
Wizard.
Wizard. So yeah, I hit my level 70, and since then it's got dragged me back in, and I've just been playing it non-stop. I've hit Paragon level 28 now, I think.
Shit.
And
He's past me.
yeah, so I think I'm getting a lot more. I jumped on the other day and Hero Leo that we're talking about before, he was on, and he was in a party with a couple of other guys, and I jumped in there with him, and we did a couple of riffs on Torment level.
Yep.
And the XP just smashed out on it. So yeah, I think that you were in one of them as well the other night that we did on Torment.
Yeah,
too.
we did one on Torment, yeah.
Yeah, and that's massively hard. You constantly like have your main power going at the enemies, and normal enemies that even in like hard or expert, they die pretty quickly with a fully leveled character. The Torment ones just bump it up that extra level, and I started dying a fair bit. So in like on expert and hard, I could just run into the middle of a group of guys and then start running around in circles so that a heap more would come in, and then I'd just drop a few meteors and they'd be dead. But Torment, you had to really start to strategize about where you were going to stand and what you were going to do if one of the big guys come towards you. And I am getting drawn massively back into this game, and I think I'm going to start another character up and start running them through. So
yeah, I'm for that reason, for the Torment levels, I'm spending all my Paragon points on things like attack speed and points per hit, because I've got a rapid fire weapon, being the crossbow. Points per hit and speed of firing is going to be a big help for me. That way, when I'm unleashing on them, my health is just continually regenning, and I'll be able to survive through all those Torment levels.
Yeah, well, mine's being spent on extra mana and life per hit and stuff like that, just so that when I'm backing away from it, then I'm still getting the points for hitting them, but also I've got extra mana to be able to do longer attacks and stuff like that. So.
Just try this next time as well. When you've got some extra points, try spending it on your mana. I find that a little bit more helpful.
Yeah. What, mana? Fuck off. Mana.
I've been a Jew with my Paragon points. I've got 50 sitting there for a fresh character.
I'm working on a beefcake first.
Yeah, because I want to actually try and run through it eventually on Torment mode as a single player run through. So I've got about 40 Paragon points there, I think, and you can take them straight to a level 1 character.
Oh, you can add the Paragon points straight to a level 1, can you?
Yes.
Yeah, and buff them up.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm working.
So when you hit level 100 Paragon, Sean, just grind through another 50 levels and use it for your next character.
Yeah.
I'm working towards my hardcore run.
Oh, I've got a level 27 hardcore character at the moment.
Because in the hardcore, you don't actually... apprentice mode doesn't work, does it?
No, not at all.
So how far are you through for level 27?
Not quite far through the first act.
And you're already level 27?
Yeah, well, I was level 33 when I finished the first act on hard. The only reason that being is once I'd done all the objectives, I just went and cleared the map one more time. Because I was real nervous about... Oh, not nervous, but I just wanted to get it right. So I completed all the side objectives.
You were nervous.
Yeah, no, I didn't want to...
A little bit of wee.
Yeah, a little.
Yeah, because that'd absolutely kill me if I went to like Mathiel and I died on him. Yeah.
But
it would kill you. Literally, your character would be gone.
Do it on easy. You can do hardcore on easy.
Oh, okay.
Oh, nice.
It's not a hardcore setting. It's just you die.
But you have to start with a new character.
You do have to start with a fresh character. That's correct.
Yeah. All right. Cool. All right. Let's
run it through on easy.
Let's move on. Sean, have you got any more?
No. Yeah, it's just been Diablo and Destiny. Yeah.
All right, Red. Tell us about your week of Destiny. I mean, what you've played.
Yes, with little regret, I inform everyone I've played Destiny all week again. I've managed level 27. That's a bigger grind than it really sounds like. I went from level 22 to 24, or level 20 to 24 quite quickly. And then it took me a while to get to 25, and then the 25 to 26 was just a massive grind. And now 26 to 27, that went okay because I was able to buy everything by then. Everything I didn't have a legendary item for, I just bought them because I had the points, the crucible marks.
Can I interrupt?
Go ahead.
Can it be called a grind? Because essentially what you're doing isn't grinding towards anything.
Yes, yeah.
But you're literally just playing until you get the shit you need randomly.
Doing the same things over and over again. No, because when you get crucible marks or vanguard marks, you can then spend them with the
to buy them.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Look. Yeah. That's. Yep. 100% correct. Very good.
Yeah. Even those bloody your little patrol missions.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I got my Dead Orbit to level 3, and I got a complimentary Legendary Heavy, which is really cool. It's a slow firing LMG, and it's pretty tank. It's pretty cool, so I like that. But as you get along and upgrading your armor and your legendaries, further the ingredients or the materials, if you will, the resources, they then become really hard to find. So, yeah, I've just been doing Destiny. Crucibles, they're pretty easy now. And as I said, the Queen's Emissary started last night. And I think Reprimir, our little MMO RPG bloody encyclopedia, said that goes to about the 4th of October. So that makes it a lot easier because you get a legendary every time you finish. I've already got most of mine maxed out. You can just break it down. That'll give you between 1 and 3 shards every time, so that's what I've been doing, just to upgrade. So I'm pretty close to a level 20.
Gives you within 2 or 3 farts into your undies with poo.
Yeah. But I've been able to take on a level 20.
Just wipes that comment. Keep going, Red.
Yeah. I just been able to complete a level 28 Nightfall Strike, the one on the moon, with that big ogre down the bottom.
Did you say you finished it?
Yep. Yeah, finished.
Oh, Strike. Sorry, I'm thinking Raid.
Oh, no, the Raid. We spent 4 hours on the Raid last night. Guess how many checkpoints we got?
1?
Fucking none.
Oh, no! Fuck, you persistent.
Yeah.
Is that an exaggeration or 4 hours for real?
No, not at all. No, I was with a couple of blokes Weeksy introduced. There was Weeksy there. He kept dropping in and out, so we went from 6 to 4 at one stage. Oh, I'll be back. I'm like, well, don't fucking commit.
Yeah.
You're committing to something that's at record pace. It takes 14 hours. I understand you can pull out at certain points, but fucking don't piss off after an hour and a half. And this is not Weeksy. It's someone we're introduced to through Weeksy. So
some random that might be new to the show. Hi, thanks for listening.
Yeah.
All
day, what you heard in the chat yesterday, you could pretty much expect it here as well. Just with a few beeps. But yeah, that's my week on Destiny, nothing major. And just to touch on something, because I didn't want to interrupt you, with the level 70 legendary in every slot.
Yeah. Oh, for
Diablo.
Diablo, yeah.
Boostable. Get yourself, Sean, and I in there, and anything you're missing, we'll just throw you that, and then you've got to give it back.
Yes, of course. I actually did think of that. And
that's how I got it.
Love it. All right, we'll do that. No, I'll work for it.
Yeah, go on.
And then when I get the shits, I'll then get you to do
it. Red.
Let's just get him to drop all the legendaries for us and then steal his shit.
And then delete you off the friends list.
Yeah, delete off the friends list.
Cheers, bro. See ya.
What are you going to do if I don't give it back? You're going to cry? Cry like a little girl?
Go and write an email to Blizzard.
Yeah, then he'll have to send his license to get his shit back.
Yeah, so that's my week in detail. So it's just Destiny.
Fantastic.
I've probably got another week of it in me.
Absolutely. All right, well, let's move on to the news, shall we? All right, for first up in the news, I'll go with Microsoft drops the Xbox One price in the UK. Now, that doesn't really help us much here, but it does give me the idea and the hope that it might happen here. It was dropped £100 from from £429 to £329. So it now costs $609 Australian in the UK. So we probably shouldn't complain about our prices, but hopefully this is a sign of things to come. Maybe the Xbox One will be reduced in price here, and that's what I'm waiting on to pounce. But I'm really interested in getting the Xbox One package with Sunset Overdrive, but that's another story for later. So that's only for the UK, and that's the model without the Kinect or any games. But it's been dropped £100, so that might be a good thing for all those people holding off on buying next gen or holding off on getting themselves an Xbox One. There may be a price reduction around the corner, but I'm not making any promises. That's just suspect. Any comments on that?
If it was in the vicinity, that's almost 25%. So 20%. If you drop that, it's what, $120 here.
Yeah,
I'd have fun.
Yeah, I'd be really, because what are they here now? Are they $5.99? Is that what they are?
Yeah, about
That's the Kinect one though.
Yep.
Yeah. Plus,
I think it's 500 without the Kinect.
Yeah, 500 without the Kinect.
On that as well, the Xbox One is due to go on sale now in China on September 29th. It was due to come out this week there, but the day before release, they pushed it back.
I know. How dirty would you be?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
man, I'd be gutted if they did that to the PS4.
The 3 people in line were supposedly very distraught. And
The 3 people in
yeah,
line.
the second, third, and fourth Asian to line up for it.
Yeah.
It was quiet, wasn't it?
Yeah. But it's actually only coming out with 10 games over there on launch. And do you know what the launch titles are? Dance Central Spotlight, Forza 5, Connect Sports Rivals, Max the Curse of the Brotherhood, Neverwinter Online, Power Star Golf, Rayman Legends, and Trials Fusion.
I wonder nobody gives a fuck.
Yeah.
Out of all them, I'd probably only want Forza and Trials.
Yeah, and this is a big thing though, because all the consoles were previously banned in China. So,
Was that China, was it?
Yeah.
Mm.
So, yeah, it's only just been recently that they've been able to get, I think, the actual Xbox, but...
Oh, well.
Because I know they don't get all the blockbuster AAA movies that the rest of the world get either. They only have a limit of so many per year.
They're too busy learning how to play piano and do heart surgery.
Marching in straight line.
Is that inappropriate?
No, I'll probably have a Chinaman operating on my heart one day. So,
well, they're extremely smart people. That's what I think, anyway.
Well, that's the thing I learned about Japan. That there's so many people with so little jobs. You have to be really good at it to actually get the job. So,
yeah, that and Dad threatened to beat the piss out of them when they were younger if they didn't play the piano properly. That's a stereotype. I've seen that in a couple of movies and cartoons. So I don't know if that's true or not. Hang on. I'll just Google it. Do parents bash their children if they don't play piano? First listing here on Google. Why Chinese mothers are superior.
Nothing like a bit of impromptu Google.
You failed. Oh, what about this one down here? That's it. That's the post.
Quote unquote.
That was a quote. I was reading that. That's not my opinion. That's the Google post. We don't need to go further into this Google post. I think I might have to cut part of that conversation out. All right, who's got the next news item?
I'll run with one because it's a little bit down my alley. Rocksmith 2014 coming to next gen, Xbox One and the PS4.
Is that the one with the actual strings?
You plug your own guitar in, yes.
Oh, fuck that.
Maybe you should get the bass edition.
I like the one where you just flip the lever up and down.
Oh, Guitar Hero.
Yeah, that's easy. And then I press the 3 coloured buttons.
You played on easy, you noob.
Oh, I couldn't. On 3 buttons, I was the king. Man, I was Joe Satriani, or whatever his name is.
Satriani, nice.
Satriani, yes. Give me 4 buttons, and I was like fucking Lars Ulrich.
Oh, come on.
Lars Ulrich with a guitar. He's a drummer. That was my point.
So it's said to come with 50 tracks with an additional 300 available for purchase.
Okay. How many is he coming with?
50.
50, and you can buy 300.
Yeah, 600%.
Fuck, that's
and the remote play from the PlayStation to the Vita will be possible.
What?
Yeah.
You sticky tape it to a guitar?
I was about to say, for some reason you can't plug a guitar into your Vita. Like, come on. But, yeah, Rocksmith, as opposed to Guitar Hero, can be used a lot more as a tutorial. And with kids today playing a lot more video games than they do actually going and sitting in a room and learning from a teacher, I can't see it being a bad thing because I liked it. I preferred Guitar Hero because it was more arcadey. It's like I prefer to play Mortal Kombat than get out and train. So, but Rocksmith, yeah, heading in the right direction since the Guitar Hero brand's kind of diminishing or diminished.
Guitar Hero's gone.
Yeah, so I'm happy about it.
I've still got my Guitar Hero 3.
Yeah, I was given a Wii last week, a Nintendo Wii, and it came with a full band, a full setup.
Cool. All right, let's move on. Sean.
Blizzard killed off Titan, the MMO, after 7 years in development.
I saw that. I'd never heard of it, though.
It was never ever an announced game.
Oh, okay.
It was in the background. A lot of people were talking about it, and the CEO has just told them that it didn't come together. So they were really excited about it. They thought that it was a great concept, but nothing really came of it. They said that it was good, but they just couldn't find the fun for it.
The what? Sorry?
The fun.
Oh, the fun?
Yeah. So we didn't find, the quote is, we didn't find the passion. We talked about how we put it through a reevaluation period, and actually what we reevaluated is whether the game we really wanted to be making, and the answer is no. So
that's big balls making that call after 7 years. What, 7 years in development, or 7 years of contemplating should we make it?
Well, it's with a lot of the Blizzard things that they do, there's a lot of art behind it, a lot of like lore, a lot of like making gear and all that kind of stuff. So it would have all been in a conceptual stage.
Yeah.
Like, oh, you know, here's what we want it to look like. And there would have been a hell of a lot of work go into that in making a actual proposal to put it into full-on development. But it's something that they've been talking about for 7 years. And you know what? It's not a bad thing, in my opinion, that they have cancelled it after 7 years, because with Blizzard, they're a license to print money, a lot of their games. It's things like World of Warcraft, where you're paying a subscription and you've still got like 7 million people subscribing to it at $15 a month. It's massive money that they rake in, and you don't want to tarnish your brand by bringing something out that's shit or that your heart's not fully in. So I think it's a good thing.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Look at the brands that they've got so far with Warcraft universe, you've got the StarCraft universe, and then Diablo as well. They're 3 major IPs that are just amazing, and you don't want to put something shit in there and have that being seen as your legacy kind of thing.
Yeah. Well, to dilute quality.
That frees them up now to start working on Diablo 4.
Yeah, or another expansion.
So either way, I'll be happy.
Diablo 4, Titan.
Yeah, you can see that happening, eh? Reusable. All right. I think that's back to me now, isn't it?
Yeah, bro.
But Ubisoft has announced what can be expected from Unity's DLC Season Pass. For me, the most interesting part is the standalone downloadable 2.5D game. Now, there's not a lot of information on it, but to me, that sounds like an action platformer game. Like
Blackgate.
Yeah, but hopefully better.
Yeah.
That ninja game we just played from the PS Plus.
Strider,
that was 2.5D.
didn't like that one either. Well, I'm not looking forward to this game anymore. Oh dear. Look, they tend to be all right games if they're made properly, but those other games as mentioned didn't really hold my interest, and that Blackgate was just shit. You can't have a 2.5D game, which is essentially a side scroller, and then have a 3D map.
Correct.
To tell you where to go. They're just too fucking confusing. Blackgate, shithouse. All right, sorry. Back to what we're talking about here. The 2.5D action game, side-scrolling platform, or whatever you want to call it, it's going to have a female assassin named Xiao Yun, I think is how you pronounce it. It takes place in the 16th century China. So you're going to be running through... Well, let's just say that it might possibly be the Great Wall of China. And sorry?
That's been said. You'll visit the Great Wall of China and the Forbidden City.
Awesome. That's naughty, going to the Forbidden City. But anyway, apparently the fighting style is going to incorporate martial arts, which is not something that we've seen before. So I'm very interested in that. But there's a whole bunch of other stuff, Red. You've got some more information on that, I believe.
Just to emphasise on the ACCC, Assassin's Creed: The Chronicles of China. It's developed by Climax Studios, who are responsible for Silent Hill Origins and Silent Hill Shattered Memories.
What is it, Climax Studios?
Yes.
And they made Silent Hill, is that right?
Origins and Shattered Memories, yes.
You want to make sure you don't climax in the Forbidden City.
So it's not the Australian Competition and Consumer Commission?
Oh, no, it's not, unfortunately.
Okay, that's good news.
Just the fact ACCC makes you a bigger noob. Yes, they ban it.
Makes me a noob.
How do you know what that... Oh, well, I suppose I know.
Because I've got Google right in front of me.
Oh, you bastard. Impromptu Googling. Anyway, to follow up on the DLC content, they're also bringing an epilogue to Unity called Dead Kings. So that's still featuring Arno, and there's not a whole lot on it just yet, but there's also going to be 30 new items, including launch day bonuses and swords and double-handed axes to throw at people. And also here, this news article seems to confirm the fact it'll be coming out on PC, as discussed by Sean and I in a couple of podcasts previous to this one.
What, the other ones haven't?
No, not on release date anyway.
Oh.
Not on international release date.
I know 1 and 2 were, because I have them. But I don't really...
Yeah, but they didn't come out when the got released on console.
Yeah, okay, gotcha.
And just to follow on, there's a rumour of Rogue also coming to PC.
Oh, okay, that's the last gen exclusive, like the 360 and PS3?
Correct.
Yeah, cool.
And Rogue's set around the time of the pirates and all that kind of stuff again, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't know if it's set at the same time, but the gameplay is going to be, pirate and Templar and all this whatnot, so yeah.
And apparently your character, if you touch people without wearing gloves, you take their energy and kill them.
Rogue, X-Men.
Sean has no idea. All right, let's go.
It was just a lame joke, Luke.
It wasn't a joke. Your head's a joke.
Well, so's your face.
Oh, so's both your trophy count.
Moving on, who's next?
Just quickly, mine. Bloodborn coming to PlayStation 4 exclusively February 6, 2015.
I think I spoke over the top of you. Bloodborn, you said?
Bloodborn, the one you're starting to get a little bit tingly about.
No, I'm keen. Yeah,
Me too.
100%. I watched the video for it, and yeah, it sold me. I was watching it, I'm like, oh, it kind of looks okay. Oh, there's a lot of blood, slightly getting a little bit more interesting. Oh, that's a massive boss. That looks really cool. Then all of a sudden, a character jumps in and starts helping you. Who's player 2?
Bang, bang.
Boom, I'm in.
Yeah,
It's
so we're going to hear a lot more about this on the page, I would expect. Well, I do expect from Brendan Brown.
Like co-op Dark Souls.
Yes. Well, it's made by the development.
If I'm going to struggle and die and get the shits with a game, I want somebody next to me getting the shits just as much.
Copy that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's been no pre-order or collector's editions announced yet, but watch this space because they'll grab every penny they can.
Yeah, fuck pre-orders. I'll buy it when it comes out.
$59 Dick Smith. Get in it.
Yeah. All right, Sean, what do you got?
Steam is getting a massive overhaul. So you probably all see it by now when the podcast goes live. They've updated the home screen, the store screen, added a whole heap of new features in to basically help you find what you're looking for on there, because with the massive influx that they've had this year of so many games being released on it, into that a lot of the developers are getting shitty because their game isn't being found. So they've updated it with something called curator tools.
Yep.
So that'll make it able for them to be easily found, and there's a whole new system for, like, you can recommend games and have them added to a list of. I can't get my head around exactly what it is, but it's like the Steam tags that were released.
Yeah.
And but without the stupidity that happened with the Steam tags when they first came out.
Yeah.
Like adding cat tags to Call of Duty and all that kind of stuff. So.
Anything that makes it easier and friendlier to use is a welcome thing, I reckon.
Yeah, so I've got a couple of little, like the main features. So they've changed new releases to popular new releases to filter out a lot of the crap that's comes up on your store page. There's a way for you to keep track of games that you're interested in. So when you go into like Greenlight or your wish list is going to be a lot more friendlier to use.
Yep.
The visuals, it looks a lot easier to
navigate
read and find things and navigate. Yeah. And yeah, the whole list of stuff's at the blog for Steam powered, so you can jump on there and have a look if you're interested.
Wonderful. I might have a look at it a little bit later.
Well, I'll tell you what, just to emphasise on your point there, I'm a very casual PC gamer. Like Rep for me has got me into Counter-Strike, Global Operations, and that Mount Your Friends and stuff we played. But Steam can be very daunting for me just to try and navigate my way around. I'm like, where do I go? I just want to check my downloads, and then it might sound easy to you guys because you're pretty accustomed to it, but it is a little daunting.
And we're generally more intelligent.
Yeah, well, fuck, I was born in Tassie, man. Let go. So I'd welcome that because I do appreciate the service, but it's just, it's a little bit daunting. I sit down and I go, turn the PlayStation on.
Fair enough.
Yeah, so it's actually going to be a good thing because I think we were talking about it on past shows, and I know I bring it up a lot with just the flooding of the market at the moment with a lot of games that are coming out, and how a lot of the really good games that are released on Steam are falling by the wayside, because for every one really good game that comes out, there's 5 that are there, and it's just
Yeah,
A,
well,
a lot
I
of
got
a lot
an
of games
email
are falling through the cracks. So
I got an email from Gabe. He said that he listened to that episode where you mentioned that, and he's the one who changed it because of what you said, mate. So well done.
thank you.
No worries,
Yeah.
mate. You've done some good work this week.
Yeah.
All right, that's it for that one. Is it back to me?
Yeah, mate.
Right. After being on sale for just a short time, I think it's been up for about a week, if that, Goat Simulator has sold over 100,000 copies on iOS and Android.
What?
Are you kidding me? It costs $6.49 in Australia on both iOS or Android, whatever, they're the same price. And it's about $5 in America. So it's been selling like hotcakes. It hasn't been up all week, and 100,000 copies sold already.
So have you enjoyed playing it so far?
I didn't buy it.
Lies.
No. Instead, I got Goat Game, which was the free alternative.
Is that like going to the chemist and getting the no-name brand?
It is.
It still gives you the same fix, but you still got the money.
Yep, you can. If you don't want to pay the $6.49 for Goat Simulator, you can get Crazy Goat or Gone Goat Wild Simulator 2. Those are free. Oh, you can also get Goat Smash as well. Goat Gone Wild Simulator as well. There's 2 copies of that.
Goat gone wild.
Goat print. Yeah, it's just a picture of a goat flashing its tits.
No, I'm saying I've watched some of those movies on the internet.
Goat printing 3D. There's even Goat Commando 3D, which is basically a goat versus a T-Rex, and it says in a little speech bubble, "I goat this." Goat vs Zombies. Goat Simulator soundboard. Goat Madness.
Goat Simulator soundboard. It says, "Mah,
That's probably it.
mah."
It's $12.
Which is yeah.
Actually, this is unrelated, but there's one here called Toilet Simulator, and it looks like it's a game of somebody sitting on a toilet with a mobile phone playing a game. I'm getting that right now. So if we Skype out because I'm downloading Toilet Simulator. All right. That's all I've got on that. It's just a bizarre thing that just happens to be selling really well. Any more news?
The notorious internet trolls that refer to themselves as Lizard Squad have claimed responsibility for a DDoS attack on Destiny and Ghost over the weekend.
Ghost.
Yeah, Call of Duty Ghost.
Oh, yeah, right. Yep.
So that disrupted all 12 of the 14-year-olds playing that, but it hurt Destiny a whole lot, apparently. I can remember Swifty, the newcomer on our page, he had a bit of a trouble with Destiny the other day, but I didn't really have much of an issue myself. So, yeah, they're still up to their shenanigans, and it says the FBI's investigation into the false bomb threat is still ongoing.
That was the bomb threat against the airline, wasn't it?
Yeah. Who was it?
The Sony CEO, was it?
Yeah, the Sony Online president, John Smedley.
Yeah, that's him. Good on you, Red. All right, Sean, have you got any more news?
Yeah, I've just got one last one. Kickstarter has updated their terms. So it's in response to a lot of games being cancelled of late, or Kickstarter projects being cancelled before they're being finished.
Yeah.
So they've put into their terms that, just a quote, that if a creator is unable to complete their project and fulfill rewards, they failed to live up to the basic obligations of this agreement. To write this, they must make every reasonable effort to find another way of bringing the project to the best possible conclusion for backers. So this is getting it one step further towards people being able to take legal action against people that are not doing what they're doing with their money. So it's just like any other thing. You pay somebody for a service, you want what you're paying for. It's a bit sketchy with a lot of these crowdfunding things that are going on, because they need to be able to show what your money's being spent on. Just like anything else, if I'm going to back somebody to build something for me, then they come to me and they say, "Oh, I'm not able to finish it because the money's gone," and I'll say, "Well, show me where the money's gone."
The best advice I could give to Kickstarter or people that kickstart, so like the people that are putting the money forward, my best advice would be give that money away as a
charitable donation.
Think of it as you're not getting it back and you may get nothing. Treat it like you're not going to get anything back, so when you don't, you're not disappointed, because, well, I'm talking about the average Australian here, like myself. I don't have money to burn. Be careful with your money and don't spend it like you're definitely going to get something, because there is a chance that you may get nothing. So, don't have your expectations too high. And obviously no regular Australian household person is not going to go and sue somebody for not coming through with the goods or whatever, so it's just not worth it. If it's too much that you can't stand to lose the money, don't put the money up. That's my advice.
Second guess it, don't do it.
Yeah. All right. So that's it? That's all the news?
Yeah,
So
on that note, the guy that actually did the potato salad one, asking for $10.
Oh, yeah.
He finished up with $55,500 to make potato salad.
Still hasn't boiled the water.
Yeah, and we couldn't get $100 or $500, I think we asked for the Aussie Games Express, but that's for a different time for me to whinge and complain.
Luke,
sorry, mate. Go.
Sorry, just while we're on it, if you're an average Australian, does that make me a subpar one?
Yeah. Why do you ask that question? I don't know where you're going with that.
No, just asking.
Why would you be subpar?
Because you're better than me at everything.
No, I'm not.
No, I'd say you're being a dick.
You're better than me at Crucible. You're better than me at having a big, disgusting orange beard. And we love you for that.
Cool, man.
I've just got a sneaky bit of news that's come in on my email that I'd like to share. The very first ever Nintendo Direct in Australia was broadcast today, and it was announced that the new Nintendo 3DS and new Nintendo 3DS XL will launch on the 21st of November 2014 in Australia and New Zealand, and the suggested retail prices are in Australian dollars $219.95 and $249.95 respectively. So I think that's a good price.
Yeah.
Considering it's the brand new one that's I think slightly bigger and all that sort of jazz. And it's also got a second, not really a thumbstick, but kind of. It's hard to explain. If you ever get a chance to try one, actually, do you remember those laptops back in the day that instead of having a trackpad for the mouse, just had that little nub?
Yeah.
No, not a ball. It was that little nub, that little green nub that you had to just sort of put pressure on.
Yeah.
But it didn't move, but it sensed the pressure and moved the mouse. From what I've read, that's, I think, what it has on the right-hand side of the console. No doubt they might have these at the EB Games Expo, which is coming up shortly. Once I get my hands on this, I'll probably be able to describe it a little bit more and see how accurate what I read was. But yeah, so that was announced today on the very first, I didn't even realise, very first Australian Nintendo Direct. Do you guys know what I'm talking about when I say Nintendo Direct?
Copy that.
What, Red, you do?
Isn't it like a monthly newsletter sort of press release thing? You actually get it on your 3DS? It's like a update?
No. What Nintendo Direct is basically, it's a video. It's like a stream that Nintendo puts out, and you go and watch it. I think you can probably watch it on your 3DS, but you watch it on the computer or whatever, or watch it on your Wii U. And it basically goes for, I don't know, an hour or two. And it's like a press conference where they explain all their new shit that's coming out. They give you sneak previews. They give you announcements such as this one. But it's the actual Nintendo guys, like, what's his name? Iwata or whatever, and that Reggie bloke. Like Miyamoto. They just... Miyamoto, yeah, like bad English and all, they'll get up there and they'll give you exactly what's coming, what's been released and how it's going and stuff. It's just a really cool way of updating Nintendo fans with what's coming and things like that, which is probably why their presence at things like E3 and all that's been very minimal in the last couple of years. It's because they've been doing these things. People are up to date. But yeah, that's what they are. And yeah, today's one was the very first Australian Nintendo Direct.
Ah, cool.
There you go. You can always watch them after the fact. They do stream live, but you can still watch them after it's all been said and done. But anyway, yeah, that was just a cool little thing that it popped up on my my email while we've been chatting.
Awesome.
All right, are we done with news, or Red, did you have a sneaky last one?
No, mate, we snuck that one in with the Bloodborne.
All right, fantastic. Let's move on to What's That Sound?
I think it's time we stop, children. What's that sound? Everybody look what's going down.
All right, now last week's What's That Sound? Can somebody remind me what that was?
Yeah, the Xbox starting up.
Yeah. Come on, Luke. Where's your fucking notes? He says. Yes, it was the original.
That was the one that I got right. Yeah.
It is the one you got right. So I was kind of expecting you to pipe up. However, you were beaten to it, as with most things. So the original Xbox startup sound, it was it, and Sean, you did get it, and who else got it? No, Rusky Big Muskie got it. Of course he did. Champion, he remembers that that sound was quickly followed by awesomeness. I hope I'm quoting him correctly. I don't have it written down, but it was something to that effect. So well done, Rusky Big Muskie. You are correct again. I don't know how many weeks in a row that is, but you're on fire, my friend. Hopefully I can try and trip you up this week. If not this week, you're not getting next week's one, because I'm going to make it so damn hard. It's Rusky proof. That's my plan. That's my goal. Tonight's maybe. But next week will be Rusky Big Musky proof. Without further ado, just want to hear this week's one. Yep. What was that?
Something developed in Sydney or Australia somewhere. Rusky proof.
You probably know that too. All right. Have a listen to this. That's it.
Oh, tell you what, it sounds something like from Prince Persia.
That would be incorrect.
It's
It's close, because Prince of Persia is a video game, and this is from a video game.
Fucker.
Go on, Sean, work it out.
Can you play it again, please?
Oh, I'll play it again. Play it again, Sam. And this is where you go, oh, it's not this game, is it? And I'm like, yes, it is. No, you're incorrect. Moving on. All right.
All right.
No, have your thoughts. Go on.
Have my thoughts.
Ooh.
You got me stumped this week.
Yes.
I was thinking along the lines of.
I can just see it now. You're going to.
No.
Oh, just say it. Just say it.
Just say it. Oh, I don't even know. It's
along the lines of, you had something in mind. Say it.
Yeah. Jeez. It's gone.
Come on, you had something in mind.
Yeah, I did. But
just
I
holding back.
Gone. No,
you're lying to me. You didn't just forget. You know, what were you, hit on the head today?
Yeah.
Oh, right. I apologise for that. How's your head?
Yeah. Play it once more. Come on.
All right, I'll play it again.
It sounds like an old school kind of like, I don't know if it's like a Resident Evil.
It's not.
No.
There's definitely a horror theme to it, like or something.
Is it a horror?
Or
is it a horror?
That's sort of been cloned.
It's cloned. What?
Oh, something like that. Inclined. Like
Oh,
I know.
inclined.
Luigi's Mansion's got ghosts, but it's not exactly scary.
Right. Hmm.
Not no. It is.
Didn't he? He got it. Fuck off.
Do you?
Is it?
Yeah.
No, you're cheating. I just
How can I
realised.
cheat?
I got it.
I just realised how you could cheat.
Yeah.
You've got access to my fucking Dropbox.
No.
You do?
No, not
Oh, I do, but I don't have it on.
I'm going to have to make sure I think of that next week. I take your word for it, but that was a possibility.
I'm not. I was saying because I heard it and it sounded like a horror theme thing. That's when I went Resident Evil, and I'm like, if it's not Resident Evil,
look. With all due respect, Sean, if it was me and I'd gotten into your Dropbox and I knew the answer, I'd say the same shit. Be like, no, I would build it up and go, is it this? Resident Evil? No. Boom, the answer. You're either fluked it again.
I have not.
Or you cheated.
I can say I'm not cheating.
You are generally a man of integrity, so I tend to believe you. But
and great.
Not last week or the week before, you were editing the podcast, and I gave you access to my my Dropbox folder that had all the sound effects for the show. So you could have easily gone into that and seen my file, my sound file, the MP3, because it's titled the name of the game.
I could have, but do you think I'm smart enough to do that? Seriously?
Well,
yeah,
yes,
but
yes and no. I don't want to give you the credit. See, I thought of it.
I'm just trying to rip you off of that little fist pump.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, look, if you cheated, that's kudos to you for thinking of that. And if you didn't, fuck yeah, you're amazing. I don't know how you do it, but you did. You fucking won't get next week's because I'm not gonna have the title in there. I'll change it all up and fix my security and shit.
Just go in there, download it, and run it through Shazam.
No, that won't work for that. All right. Well, if any of you people out there who don't have access to my Dropbox know what that sound is, feel free to send us a private message or post it to the pinned post what you think it is. And if you are correct, we'll send you a free game if there are any left after giving them all to Rusky. But that's fine. That's no dramas. It's all within the rules. And Rusky, when I say this every week, I mean nothing bad by it. Literally, we are very thankful to have you on board. You're an awesome dude. Thank you for sending in every week and listening to our show. So you're a legend. Thank you very much. That's it. That's the end of the show.
Can I say one thing?
No.
That tobacco reference at the start of the show?
Yeah.
Is because I checked out the first gameplay trailer to 2K's WWE 15.
Yeah.
And in the rating it said stylized violence and blood and this and whatnot. And then down the very bottom it had use of tobacco. And I'm like, what?
Because that's a warning today.
Fuck off.
That's stupid. What's next?
Contains shoelaces. What? Hang yourself?
Or contains fatty foods, because that's not good for kids either.
Dude, legitimately. I bet you that's why you can't go to Cluck and Bell in fucking GTA anymore since San Andreas, because you could make yourself fat.
Yeah, that's probably it. That's stupid. But yes, that was the intro this week, was proudly brought to you by Red. Very good. All right, well, we're finished this week's show, so why not take this opportunity to stop and listen to Sean?
All right. I've just clicked on the link for the Dropbox that you sent me.
Yeah.
And I'll send it through. It doesn't have the What's That Sounds ones. All I've got access to is the other sounds, which doesn't have the What's That Sounds one in it.
If all you've got access to is other sounds, then how did you put the intro into the shows while I was away?
Because it says new intros.
No, that's not the actual intro.
Yes, it is.
Where is it?
New intro.
Where's new intro? Oh, yeah, new intro. That's new intro ideas.
Is it?
And doesn't have the current intro in there. That's all the old one.
You must have sent me the other one then.
Yeah, you've also got the link to all the main stuff.
Do I?
Otherwise, you wouldn't have had all those sound files.
Can
All
I
I've
have
got is others.
What's that sound in like 5 weeks?
What was that?
Oh, wait. Can I have your Dropbox so I can win one?
Red, next week, not next week, the week after, I'll make it something from Destiny.
I still probably won't get it.
I'll make it the sound of disappointment when you decrypt a legendary engram or whatever you call it, and it turns into a beet pie.
Oh, I would be too disturbed.
Oh, that's funny.
Do you know how hard it is to listen to a game when you got Weeksy in the chat party? Love you, Weeksy, but fuck.
Oh no, Wixie's all right. He's really quiet. It's just for the 6 seconds that he swears and turns into a what's that, like someone with Tourette's starts swearing at the top of his lungs while somebody's trying to have a conversation.
How many more fucking bullets can you take to your fucking head?
And that's after him being silent for the last 15 minutes.
Like, whoa, go Weeksy.
We do love you, Weeksy, though. Don't you dare change. And like I've always said to you, you're not a gamer if you don't rage. All right, well, can we take this opportunity now?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
We're at the end of this week's show, so take this opportunity to head over to our Facebook page and give the Aussie Gamers Express page a like. Just type in the address to Facebook plus Aussie Gamers 2012. And by simply liking our page, you're going to help support us in what we do for the Australian gaming community, which is not really a lot other than host conversations and arguments about console wars and shit. But anyway, while you're at it, you can subscribe to our podcast using iTunes, Stitcher, and TuneIn Radio. Just search for Aussie Gamers Express using those different things. And you can go and check out our Twitter as well, at Aussie Gamers 12. Follow us. Is that what you do on that? Do you follow? Yeah, there's followers on that too. And you can watch our Twitch stream, which I have a lot of trouble doing lately. And head over to twitch.tv and follow Aussie Gamers TV at twitch.tv. You can also send us some snail mail to PO Box 130, Cranebrook, New South Wales 2749. No pipe bombs, please. That's it. That's it.
If you get anything in the snail mail with the Chinese characters on it, I'd be quite sceptical in the next week or two.
Why? That's half the shit I buy off eBay. That could be my nail clippers or my mobile phone case.
Or my plush Hello Kitty. No.
Oh, is that what you... I'll get that for your birthday.
Plush Hello Kitty doll.
I know. All right, what's on the agenda for tonight, Sean?
Bed, I think.
Oh.
Got to work early.
He was an adventurer.
Mm.
Fred, you and me, Destiny, and Exotics, yeah? Or
Let's do it.
Legendaries.
Oh, legendaries. Let's work
not
on
get
those
carried
first.
away. Let's not get carried away. Well, how about I'll get an exotic for you that I can't give to you.
Yeah, bloody fix that, Bungie. Just let us trade.
I forgive them anyway. I like it. At this point in time, they've got their... I haven't bought it yet, but their expansions, DLCs or whatever are pretty much sold for me.
Well, not me yet.
Hey, not you yet?
Nah, and I've played for 72 hours. It just ticked over this evening.
Yeah. Oh, you'll get them.
Oh, it's $40.
Yeah. Hey, Sean.
Yep.
$10 says he gets them. Take the bet?
No.
Doesn't. But you get the money if he doesn't. He's saying now that he's not going to.
All right, whatever. So
It's only $10.
I can't afford $10.
Well, if you can't afford $10, I'll let you pay it off another way if I win.
Oh, gobby.
All right, it's a deal. So I say that Red will buy it, and well, we got to put a date because what happens if he doesn't buy it and then buys it in a month?
Nah, I got new games coming out. As we've detailed, I've pre-ordered a few games.
I'm going to say Red will buy it within the month of it being released.
Copy that.
$10 says. All right, thanks for listening, everyone. I've been Luke 1.
I've been Thorncliffe.
And I've been Red. Yeah, so that's my week in detail. So it's just Destiny. I've probably got another week of it in me.
Absolutely. All right, well, let's move on to the news, shall we?
Cool.
Yeah. Can we just have 2 minutes?
Go for it. Hurry.
All right.
Let's talk about him.
That fucking Sean.
What do you like least about Thorncliffe?
Nothing.
Come on, quickly. What before he gets back?
That's the right answer, Red.
You're wearing your wireless headset, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
He's taking it with him. Oh, I was going to say, have you met him?
Fuck, set me up there. I was going to say the smell from his undies.
From all those Ascendant sharts.
Oh, that's it. Fucking penny drop.